Hey, Shalom, Mesha. I want to start off as always by giving all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kodash, that belong as the apostles of GMS and honestly brothers in the work of the Most High in truth and in sincerity. This is a bit of information I'd looked up earlier on, but I wanted to commit to video. So it was something I found interesting. It says for the on behindthename.com. This is what I basically use to look up people's names. You meet someone, you look up their names, you see if there's anything interesting, spiritual about their name that might give you a sign. Because obviously we believe in omens, okay, right? A name sign. We think of in the book of Genesis, you had Cain and Abel, right? Which Cain, when you look into that word, forget exactly what it means off the top of my head, but basically means like a dagger, right? Or basically a weapon, right? Killing, something to kill with, okay? Which is exactly what Cain did to his brother. And Abel meaning transitory, right? Hope my memory serves me correct there, but basically showing you that names have meaning. Well, Yahweh Shai, he deliverer, right? He delivered us from from our enemies. He delivered us back to Yahweh. Okay, so names have meaning, right? So behind the name, like I said, it's just the one that I use a lot personally. During the inauguration, I looked up this name here, Kamala. Okay, you're just trying to see if there was anything interesting in her name, because once again, we understand that these elites don't do anything. There's no such thing as a coincidence, right? These elites do all of these different things on purpose. Okay, now we all remember the video clip of Joe Biden going and he's in the Senate and he's basically saying to someone's like, look, man, you will rule on whether someone can be implanted with a chip. Basically, that's what he says, right? Roughly paraphrasing. Okay. So then once again, I said I'm looking into this name here, Kamala. It says meaning lotus or pearl red in Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, this is a transcription of both the feminine form and the masculine form. Right, though in modern languages it is only a feminine form. There was some Sanskrit writing there, but obviously I can't read Sanskrit. Right, this is the name of one of the Criticus or Pleiades in the Hindu epic, the Mahabharata. Right, it is also the name of the Hindu goddess Lakshmi. And so at first I was looking, I was like, 'cause it doesn't really nothing really of interest, right? And then I looked into this word here, Lakshmi, right, which means sign, mark in Sanskrit, right? So I was like, oh shit, oh man, once again, we were speaking earlier on about uh, coincidences, right? And considering that we refer to Biden as the Mark president, and then for Kamala's name to mean Mark in the English, right? Now, whether this is it, because obviously it then also it says sign Mark, whether it means Mark here is like, what do you call it? You put a like a felt tip on someone to mark them, but that's ultimately what this RFID marker chip, which is the mark of the beast, that's ultimately what it's going to do. It's going to be a mark, right, on those that are serving Esau, right? Says this is the name of the Hindu goddess of prosperity, good luck, and beauty. She is the wife of Vishnu, right? And her symbol is the lotus flower, which is with which she is often depicted, right? Now, I just was trying to do this video a couple of minutes ago, but hey, you know them ones, you mumble your words, you fumble your words, this, that, and the other. So I started again, but I also then looked into this here Vishnu, right? So probably means all pervasive, right? And to be pervasive, right, means existing in or spreading through every part of something or of something. For example, a pervasive odor, right? So, and that's exactly what Esau's doing, and that's what this mark of the beast is, right? It's going to be something that is all pervasive, and it's Esau's. I mean, ultimately, it's the Most High's mark of the beast, right? It's Yahweh's mark of the beast, but who's his who's he handed it off to? He's handed it off to Esau, right? To basically push this mark out, man. Right, so it's on the in the realm of the earth, it is Esau's mark of the beast, right? It's married unto him, if you will. Okay, but like I said, we understand that truly it is the Most High's mark, right? So as you see there, right, that name there, Kamala, right? It says basically when you go through it, you see this Lakshmi. When you go through Lakshmi, you see sign mark, right? And then you read that Lakshmi is married to Vishnu, which Vishnu was someone that was referred to as all pervasive, right? So like I said, make of that what you will. But like I said, personally, I just found it interesting. Okay. I just found it interesting. So it's Romans 13:11 says, and not knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Now I grabbed this one because we are starting to see a way out of this man's kingdom. Right, we're looking and we're saying, look, man, hey, the Lord is starting to show them something, starting to be like, look, man, hey, I'm about to deliver you, man, right? So it's only a short matter of time that we've got to suffer left in this kingdom, and oh man, do we suffer? Okay, so for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe, and as each day goes on, we're getting nearer and nearer to the time wherein the Lord is getting ready to deliver His people, right? The elect, right? The elect of the children of Israel. Right, but now, it's been past time to wake out of sleep. That time passed a long time ago, right? So, hey, as anyone who's coming in and watching, watch, right? Watch and pray, learn everything that you can learn, because we're coming up into a time, right, where these foundations, right, is what's gonna keep us strong. Right, so I'll grab a couple precepts from that statement. That's Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. Right, so it's is the understanding and knowledge of these scriptures that is gonna keep us is gonna keep us sane in these last days. Okay, so Isaiah 55:6 says, seek ye Yahweh while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near. So to seek the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua while it is still available. Right, because one thing that we are very understanding of is Esau's about to shut everything down. Esau's about to take all of this out, man. Okay, so let me grab a precept on that point. This is what was it? Amos 8:11 says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Okay, so this famine of the word is coming. Right, Apostle Gabar did a video the other day on the 14 years of YouTube, and everything that's been happening, and especially in this beginning of the year, with starting from January the 6th, with the insurrection at the Capitol building, that is basically showing us that is rather the what happened of it, right? And everyone's saying, oh, you need to control what happens on social media, this, that, and the other, right? And the direction that social media was going in anyway, which I'm clumping YouTube into that also. All of this leads us to think one thing, that actually it ain't much longer before this all gets shut down. Okay, it ain't much longer before all this gets shut down, man. Right? You ain't, if you haven't got this truth, you ain't gonna be able to get this truth. Right? Once again, that's why I brought up that scripture, first Romans 13:11. Right, now it is high time to wake out of sleep. Okay, because once again, you got this geezer Joe Biden, right? Which we've all seen the clips of what it is that he said, right? About how you will rule on whether people can be implanted with the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. Right, he said that, and once again, and now you look into this his running mate's name, right? Kamala, rather the VP's name, Kamala, and you look into one of the words, right, means sign or mark. Right, like I said, make of that what you will, but hey, there are no coincidences, man. Okay. What else can we get? Let's grab what do you call it? What we have, what we all know, what is repeated constantly. Revelation 13:16, and he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, right? So that's literal, means everybody. He's going to force it upon everybody. If you think that ain't possible, hey, I can tell you for free, right? People, I'm referred to as a so-called, African whatever, right? Speaking to my peoples back homes, and they've got roadblocks. The police are telling them to don't go here, don't go there, right? Stay in your homes. You want to leave your home, you have to get a permission from the police. All of this, right? Why? Because of this Rona. Now, if they can do that just for the virus, right? Let's say, and then this one isn't even as deadly as the ones that the Lord is going to unleash upon this place, right? Imagine when this mark of the beast is touted, right, as the solution to all of these things, right? Imagine how all of these other nations are going to respond, right? Because let's not forget this scripture, right? We really got to grasp this scripture. So Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, the whole earth, not parts of the earth, right? Which means we can kind of get lost. And I'll put my hand up, right? Once again, it was only really until I had close dealings with people from other parts of the world did I really realize just how much he has infiltrated all of these different places in the world. Okay, this isn't just an England thing. This isn't just an America thing. This is a global, what do you call it? This is a global domination, a global world, a new world order. Not once again, not an American world order, right? But a new world order. Okay. So we carry on. So it says, yeah, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Right, so without this mark, yeah, not going to be able to buy, not going to be able to do anything, right? He's going to become what's the word I'm looking for? He's going to become, well, he's going to become God, right? That's what he aims. I was trying to think of another word, but that's ultimately what he's aiming to do, aiming to be. He wants to be as the Most High, and that's what the scripture says, right? So, and to tell a man he can't eat, he can't buy food, lest he in he violates his body, right? That's playing God. It's Ezekiel 28, and two sons of man say unto the prince of Tyrus, in which modern day Tyrus represents E. Okay, it says, thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, right? And thou hast said, and that's proof. Who else is more lifted up than E? Okay. It says, I sit in the seat of God, right? In the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not God, though thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God. Okay. Right. So E has this this as they say, this God complex, right? Where he thinks that he can do and be whoever and whatever, right? And he's flipping up what the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has set out, rewriting the rules and of life. Okay, but hey, this really could be it, right? This could really be the last couple of days before the Lord delivers us from this hell. Okay, so hey, the question is: this the Mark presidency? Oh, we bloody well hope so. Right, so as always, Lord's will, I was edifying. Until the next time we say Shalom.